Hello everyone, welcome to Bargain Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. In this episode, I would like to introduce a game called Divinity Enhanced Edition. This is a role-playing game. So let's start a new game. And single player, classic mode is the regular mode. This is as close to a real role-playing game that I have played in a very long time. In this game, the monsters do not respawn, the treasure boxes do not respawn, and because of that, our avatars have only so much limited experience and so much gold. So the game developers designed the game intentionally this way so that every aspect of our avatars, or at the pace or the placement or at the progress of our games, the game will be very well balanced. Meaning, since we're always limited in terms of experience and gold, then they know how many monsters to place to always give us, the players, each encounter will always be a very interesting encounter. So, and by the same token, we can, as our avatars, we will have control of a party of 4. So, but the character creation screen allows us only to create 2 people, 2 avatars. But the game will allow us to pick up the followers very quickly, and we will be able to control all 4 characters. And so again, the game balance is very important, or I mean the team balance. The formation of our team is very important. So again, so in this one, the D-pad allows us to navigate back up and down. So D-pad up, down, and then here is sideways. So let's go to Scarlet. Let's work with our name, and let's have this person called Scar, and pressing X accepts, and then the appearance. Okay, again D-pad goes all the way up, and then we can use her. Yes, okay. Okay. Okay, and then AI, let's just have loyal voice. Let's have a wizard's voice. This is her skin. Now her head is here, and then let's just match the color of her hair. Oh, no. Color of her hair. Autumn wine, no, let's go back. Oh, summer wheat, okay. And then underwear is not really important. Gender is female, okay. And then so press 0 to get back out, right? Press X to make the to pick that one, and then press 0 or circle to get out, and D-pad down to get. We'll not work with this yet because we're picking the class yet. So on our D-pad down, Wayfarer. Now D-pad right will allow us to navigate to what kind of character we want. In this case, I am looking for an Inquisitor simply because she is a dual wielding person, and dual wields in this is very important. So now that we are on the Inquisitor one box, pressing X again lets us go to the next stage, and in this one where we have the attributes again, by pressing the arrow key, it gives us a more in-depth introduction. Now for the dual wielding one, the most important here would be the speed, because the speed determines the initiative, meaning how fast our characters can act. So there is during the fighting stage or the battle stage, the battle stage is turn-based, and which character goes or acts first is determined by the speed. And also, each character has only so many action points, and every action we use in the battle phase, right, moving, targeting, fighting, casting a spell, uses actions points. And a higher speed allows one to gain more action points every turn. So this is one of the most important attributes in the game. Constitution determines amount of health and the amount of maximum action points. And intelligence is primarily good for casters. Dex and speed are primarily for rogues and archers. Strength and constitution are primarily for fighters. Now, perception allows detection of traps, critical chance, initiative. So it is good for everyone. So right now, the attributes for our class, the important ones would be speed and to a certain extent constitution. And then the next one will be the abilities. The abilities of this class primarily is the dual wielding. So that is the one most important to us, the most important in these abilities. And then the wand, well, we can have that or we don't have that, that's fine. In the skills, we want witchcraft, pyrokinetic, and instead of aerophage is air. So instead of this one, let's go with a hydro fist. This is water. Water has healing. Air is, and the expert marksman is primarily for archer. Geomancer is a very good class. We will get that later in the next one. And then, so we have used up all the points here. Here is that here when you don't want a specific skill, pressing square will remove that point, and pressing X will pick that point. And of course, the triangle arrow shows more information. So this is primarily water-based. And men at arms are primarily for fighters. And scoundrel, of course, is for the rogue. And then personality, you have all kinds of stuff here that are not really that important, but they help. And then there's crafting, blacksmithing. Lore master is very important, but not for this one. And then nasty deeds, lock picking. So there are a lot of choices to make. So we still need to pick talents. In talents, far out means has 2 extra meters. Our wands can go a maximum of 16 meters, so this will increase it by 2. And the other one is stench. I don't think this is very important, so I will take it out. And then I don't know what to replace it with. Our recovery, backstabber, light lone wolf, magician. What does magician do? Oh, 1 skill. Pack mule, politician, scientist. Arrow recovery, backstabber, bully. Bully is very good if because it does additional 50% damage for people that has been knocked down or crippled or slowed. So, but the thing is, we won't have that until further. And then this one, oh. Know it all, leech, light stepper, precious, pack mule, pet pal, politician, water rush, all skilled up. You know what? Let's just pick bully. See, if the opponent is incapacitated because of it's been slowed, crippled, or knocked down, it does 50% more damage. And wands do not count as spells. So in the skill side, we have 3 skills. I don't want burning touch, it's not good. So again, square to get rid of it, flare is better. And then regeneration is good. And then for the witch side, We have a witch, right? Yeah, this one again. Square to remove it. This is good. Oath of Desecration. 100%. It increases the damage we're doing. So this is very good. Okay, so we have Oath of Desecration. This will regeneration and then flare. Okay. Okay. So that's good. And then now we go to the next character. Here, let's work with, let's just call this rock. The left trigger makes the letters, capital letters or small letters. So ROC, R2 is done. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, let's go rock ROC, right? Done. Accept that. And then appearance. Let's go for a female. Female, dark hair. And hair color, dark, yeah. Head. AI, let's make it a rascal. Okay, rogue voice. Golden touch. So the only difference is that the hair color. So let's pick. So one with dark hair. Come on, give us somebody with dark hair. Yeah, does she look like it? Not really, but anyway. Let's keep going. Nope, I guess that's it. Okay, that looks good. Like appearance, right? Rascal, rogue voice, golden touch, head. Okay, jet black. Okay. And then here, the rogue is very good. Rogue, we can change some of this. Again, D-pad to navigate through this, and then once we're on the rogue class, press X, and that will bring us to the attributes screen. In the attributes, so we got speed, we got 8 for speed and intelligence. So those are, I guess that's it. That's really good. And then on the ability side, so they have dual wielding now. I would rather not have, that's too much dual wielding right at the start. Because the other thing I want to do is we need to have Lucky Charm. Lucky Charm allows us to luck in finding extra treasures and improves our offense rating. So I would like to have that. Okay. And the other thing that we need is that in the defense side we have Scoundrel and I would like to have Geomancer. Geomancer is a fantastic character. So okay, that's it. But then we need to change this. So this one, we need to change that and remove that. Okay, square to remove that, and we go to the Geomancer. Where the Geomancer is? See, this is a Geomancer. Geomancer, this is a summon spider. So we can have her summon a spider, and maybe we also get rid of Walk in Shadows. And let's get the Geomancer spell, because we have a Bless or Midnight Oil. I thought there was a 45. No, apparently not. Let's just keep it to the, see, Walk in Shadows. That's on a Geomancer. Midnight Oil, Boulder Bash. So this is to keep them afar. Let's go with Walk in Shadows. Simply because we need a lot of what do you call this, ability to steal stuff. So let's go check on our abilities again here in the nasty side, because we need to sneak, because like I said, this game doesn't allow us much in terms of loot. So stealing will be, it's like part of the game. we have to steal stuff. Okay, so I guess that's it, right? And once we're ready, press the options menu to start the game. Are you sure you're done? Yes.
In the days of
So we need to do a lot.
The sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Okay, so that was the introduction. Let me again cut short this one because if you want to watch it, you can actually watch it. If you play the game, decide to play the game, I would advise you watch it. It's pretty good. But again, this is the gameplay tutorial, so maybe it's not appropriate for this part. So I would rather just go into the game and we can look at our characters. So in this game, it is very important to save. So here, the left trigger allows us, left trigger with the left joystick allows us to pick Scar as the person who will be in front, or Rock would be in front. So Rock is our rogue, and again there are traps, and okay, right trigger gives another basic control of like our inventory, our equipment. Equipment is what we have on. Inventory is in our backpack. In the inventory, it shows how much we can carry, only 110 items or pounds or whatever the equivalent is. And then using this, we can also use the left trigger to change it to Rock's inventory. So then the right trigger gives us, and then the left stick allows us to move around to pick what part. Skills are what we have learned. Character is our attributes, status, we're level 1. Attributes, abilities, and talents. So there's a lot of tree here. And one other thing aside from, so the talents, abilities, attributes, and status. And every time we level up, we get approximately 2 points. And those 2 points are sometimes attributes and abilities, 1 point each, or abilities 2 points, or abilities and talents 1 point. It is not every time we level up, we don't get 1 point in all 3 categories. In attributes, the shoulder buttons, the left shoulder and the right shoulder buttons allows us to navigate through here. So we don't get always 3, we always get only 2 points. And once we get those 2 points, that's why we have to be careful as to where we want to allocate those points. And we don't get them always, we don't always get attributes, sometimes just 2 points in all 3 columns. So we have to be very careful as to how we design or we progress our avatars. So the left stick allows us to move around, run, and then the important one is also, let's say assuming I get on Scar, and to attack, because when we get to a certain aggro range of the monsters, we automatically go into a battle phase. This is the exploration phase. And sometimes before we even reach the aggro phase, we can actually attack creatures. And that would be using the D-pad right button. So you see the amount of distance that Rock can hit from, and she will be hitting with her twin ones. So that's good. And so again, and then circle button to get out of it. Remember, D-pad right, and you go into the attack phase or aggro phase. And if the monster is far away, and as long as you can target it within that circle, you will be able to hit it. And then once you hit it, the monster automatically aggros. So with no, that's Scar. Sorry, with Rock, you see we can summon a spider. And to summon a spider, press the triangle button, and so that is the bar that we can now use. Then the D-pad left and right allows us to pick. So, and then the shoulder button allows us to go one level down, all the way up to 5 levels down. So you can have a lot of spells, items, or so. Okay, if you let's say let me put it into a blank face, a blank spot. Pressing square shows us whether we want to put an item, a skill, or to clear it. A skill, when you pick the skill, again the D-pad up and down. When pressing X, we pick a skill. So it shows us that we have 3 trees to pick the skill from. This tree is from the rogue tree. And then this is a geomancer tree, and this is based on the traditional items that all characters will have. This is like the general skills that come with it. So we can flee, we can, and then if we are equipped with a staff, we can use a staff to cast spells. So circle to get out, and then so where on the D-pad the right is to attack. Oh no, okay. The down button is to sneak. And as soon as you sneak, you leave everybody behind. And it's when we want to steal stuff, it's better for us to. It's a good idea to sneak. And with sneak and invisible on, we're almost virtually cannot be seen, because sneak, our being noticed by NPCs, is based on line of sight. So anyway, I guess this is a good place to stop the game. And okay, let us save it, and I'll stop the game here. And thank you very much for watching this. I hope this was helpful. And I will be continuing to produce or to load more content along this game to show how the game plays. And I hope you guys will join me in the next few episodes. Thank you very much for joining me, and hope to see you in the next episode. Bye!